Hey everybody, and welcome to Ashe Plays Friday the 13th, the game. I got this game at release and I am loving it. So obviously I love this game so much I wanted to share it with you guys. Before we go in the game, I do want to kind of give a quick rundown for those not familiar in the game. If you're already familiar with the game, a button will probably pop up right about now where you can just skip to the actual Let's Play. If you want to kind of have a better idea of what's going on, hang out and let's take a quick look. First, let's talk about counselors. There's multiple counselors in the game, and each one has kind of their own set of stats, and you can pick up perks with them. The stats are crucial, so know your playstyle, get a feel for it. Again, if you decide you like this game and you want to give it a shot, is it you? I strongly suggest Kenny Riddell, just because his stats are even across the board, and you can kind of figure out what you like more or less. But in order to do that, you also kind of need an idea of the stats. So let's start with composure. Fear is a big part of this game. If you are alone, if you're in non-lit areas, if obviously Jason sees you or you see him, in this game, the music will slowly increase the closer Jason is to you, and when he's right on top of you, the screen will actually like VCR glitch out for a second. All those things, the more those happen, the more fear you have. You'll make more noise. Your character will be like, ah! And as well as Jason has an ability called Sense that will actually highlight you. So he actually can like see you bright as day, or if you're in a building, it'll actually highlight the building. So keep your fear in check, or Jason will have a real easy time getting a hold of you. If Jason comes across you, obviously there's two things you can do. Well, not obviously, because in most games, you can't fight back. In this one, you can. So speaking of fighting back, we'll talk about luck. You can pick up weapons in the game, arm yourself, but weapons break on Jason because he's Jason and he's a monster. And monsters have weapons break on them because that is the logical conclusion I'm coming across, apparently. The higher the luck, the more swings you have with your weapon. It's that simple. If your luck is low, you could take a swing. I don't care if it's an axe, wrench, machete, etc. Weapons do have a different durability, but in essence, don't let your weapon break, and luck is important. But that doesn't necessarily mean how much damage you do. Strength with melee weapons specifically, you can get a shotgun in the game, and God bless you if you get it. And there's a flare gun. Both those are kind of one-shot wonders. You fire, and then you're done. With the melee, so we're talking about melee weapons. With strength, you can kill Jason, but it's really, really difficult, and you have to do a whole chain of events to make it happen. No one, to my knowledge, in the game has yet done it at the time of this recording. But as I was saying about strength, if your weapon doesn't break and you get, sometimes one, sometimes many, depending on how good your strength is, it will actually stun Jason. He will hit the ground, and you have time to get away. So God bless you if that happens. Speaking of getting away, sometimes you just gotta run. So in this game, you do have a stamina bar. No surprise to anyone, stamina is linked to the stamina trait. The cost of doing actions, how big your pool is, I believe it also affects regeneration, all tied into your stamina. So good on you for high stamina, lets you run. However, doesn't necessarily talk about speed because, yes, no surprise to anyone, we got top speed. It's exactly as the description says. The higher your speed is, the quicker you can run. Ta-da! So, yeah, 5 is good, 1 sucks, 10, you're a little speed demon. Obviously, sprinting makes a lot of noise, though. So, with that said, when in doubt, if you can't run, you can't fight, maybe you should hide. Stealth. As I was saying, noise is one of the biggest ways for Jason to track you. Your stealth doesn't necessarily help you hide or do anything like that, but it reduces the amount of noise generated and Jason's ability to sense you. So if Jason uses his sense ability and you have a stealth of 1, he is going to know where you are. Period, end of story. Really doesn't matter what your fear level is, to my knowledge. He's going to know. With that said, with a stealth of 10 and you're good, you're not afraid. I love how these characters look when they're afraid, but either way, there's a good chance that his sensibility will not pick you up and you may be good to go. I play stealth. But you do need to escape the camp. So the major ways of escaping the camp, depending on the map. There is a broken fuse box. If you find the fuse and fix the fuse box, you can call the police. I think it's a 5-minute timer, starts counting down. The police will roll up. If you can make it to the police, you're in the clear. That's number 1. Number 2, if you can find a gas can, which will fuel a car, then find a battery to put in the car, then find the keys to the car, you can actually drive off. To me, I've tried driving once, and it did not go well. I will do it. Normally, I drop the keys and pass off someone else. For you guys, I'll show you my great driving skills when the time is appropriate. But, yeah, you could drive off. Doesn't mean Jason can't stop you. If you run into Jason, the car loses. He can, and then he can pull you out of the car, and you actually have to drive. So, yeah. That's how most people escape. Depending on the map, there's 1 or 2 cars. If there's 1 car, more often than not, there is also a boat, which you need to also find gas for, and I believe only a propeller. And then you can actually drive off through the lake to get out. Jason moves incredibly fast in water, so you got to be quick about it. Also, with the car and with the boat, there are 7 counselors total. For the boat, I believe there's only 2, maybe 3 spots, possibly 4, I can't remember. And depending on the car, there's only 2 spots, or there is 4. So you guys start doing the math on escape. Everyone cannot escape the same way. So if you guys are working together, you usually set up multiple ways of escape and then go. Some of you are going to get free. Hopefully all of you. Good luck. The last thing you need to know is not the phone, but there is a, it's kind of like a ham radio. You could call someone named Tommy Jarvis. Many of you will be familiar with him if you've seen the Friday the 13th movies. If a counselor dies and Tommy Jarvis has been called, you can come back as him, whose stats are way jacked up, and he comes in with a shotgun. And you can keep playing and keep getting experience and hopefully escape. Let's see. Other than that, you guys have the basic stats. You guys see some of the characters. I'll do a quick rundown. Jenny Myers. Oh, Jenny. Loves ya. So, obviously, she is the chick with no fear, but she can't repair shit. It is a small mini game, very similar to Dead by Daylight, and it does make noise if you screw up. If you do not finish in one sitting the repair, which it's fairly quick, you got to start over. So, yeah, in essence, with the repair 2, there's going to be multiple triggers. Luckily, I use a mouse and keyboard. It's only the left and right mouse buttons. But depending on your repair skill, it depends on how big that area is that you can click the button. So for Jenny, she's going to have a small window and a lot of triggers to make that happen. And each time she screws up, she has to get another opportunity for that part. And, yeah... and then just keep going. But, like I said, she's pretty fearless. A little better in stealth than the average person, but in essence, she's the one who keeps her shit together, so that's good. Oh, good old Chad Kensington. He's lucky. So, most people I've seen has been calling it the Protector. With Jason, you never want to directly confront him if you don't have to, but if someone gets picked up by Jason, you do have a small window to try to hit him. He'll let go of whoever's holding and get stunned. So Chad, his stealth is pretty good, and his luck is amazing. So put a weapon in his hands. If Jason grabs someone, he can run up, smack him, and hopefully you can both get away. Doesn't have the best stamina, but he's fast. So hit and run, son. This is my bae, and this is who you're going to be seeing me play quite a bit. Good composure, the best stealth in the game. There's only one person with each stat with the 10. Her speed and stamina are not the best, but it doesn't matter because more often than not, I'm just trying to duck and cover. But her repair skill is great, which means I can kind of grab what we need to do, repair what we need to do, and Jason probably won't know I'm doing it. So I love her. She's my favorite, and she's also the punky girl. Bugsy, again, another protector type. One swing and Jason's getting stunned. That's the great thing about Bugsy. His luck kind of sucks, though, so that swing is probably all you get. He's fast, though, so good on him, but he's a little bit of a scaredy cat, just under the average. So he makes a lot of noise. If you're moving with him, Jason's gonna know you're moving. But I haven't got a chance to play him yet, but I'm kind of excited to. The Repair Boy, super fast, super easy to repair. Great stealth, so he's good at hiding out, but he's a little bit of a scaredy cat too. Yeah, he's your guy to get shit done when you need repairs. And he's pretty good at hiding out. Hopefully he doesn't have to come across Jason. Adam Palomino? Yeah, Palomino. Good strength, good repair, good composure, shitty stealth, shitty stamina, speed, good, average. So again, another protector type. He's good at confronting Jason with need be, but again, his weapon's most likely gonna break, but he won't make a lot of noise when he's just kind of crouching and trying to be quiet. If he's sprinting around, good to crash, 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 crash. Again, he's good at protecting people and with his repair skill, helping out or covering others. So that's all the counselors. Jason does have a few minor quirks that are different. Pretty much depending on the movie, his appearance, his weapon changes, and the stats change a little bit. So Jason has throwing knives and traps. Traps are exactly what you think you are. You put them in the ground, it stuns someone, press E repeatedly to break free. Throwing knives wounds people. If they get wounded, they will slow down. So that sucks. His major abilities, his morph. You start out the game with this one. As the time progresses, Jason will get more and more abilities. Morph allows him to move anywhere he wants on the map, so good on ya. Then I believe it's Sense that comes up next, and I think they're like a minute or 2 minute timers. If you finish the game in 9 or 10 minutes, you stay alive. So you can just run out the clock, but that never really works well. Sense is the reason why, because if your fear rating is good enough or you're making a lot of noise, if you're in a building like a cabin, it will light up bright red for Jason. If you're super afraid, you will have a bold red outline of you, and Jason can just zero in on you. Eventually, after Sense, he will get Shift. Shift, you pretty much move. They say a short distance, but it's a little bit of a stretch where he can just zoom in, pretty much move much faster than everybody else, and immediately appear and immediately start swinging or grabbing people. So Shift sucks. Get ready for it. And his, Shift. I want to say just his final ability. I got a feeling there's one more that I'm missing, but I've only played Jason once. Yeah, then a rage pops up. So if you're in a cabin, you can fortify the doors or at least lock them. If they are locked, it takes a good 4 or 5 swings, if not maybe 6 or 7, for him to break down a door. For a fortified door, even more. So you can really buy yourself some time by just holding yourself up in a cabin. However, if Enrage comes up, not only is his stats drastically increased, but instead of swinging wildly at a door, he presses E and just kind of walks on through. So once you're towards the end of the game, that's the final skill that rolls over. Cabin's no longer safe, just straight up. As you can see, each Jason has a few abilities. For instance, he starts out with throwing knives for a part 6er. His sense, I didn't realize the duration increased too. Sense duration and range gets increased. Shift regeneration speed, but he can't morph as often. He can't run, which is in essence a jog. And his defense and his HP are lower, which means he can get dropped. If his HP drops to 0, he's down for an extended time. That's great. So he moves pretty fast in water, but as you can see, increased speed while breaking down doors and walls. That's awesome. Oh, stock. I rarely use it. When Jason gets near you, the music cranks up. When the music cranks up, you know Jason's close by. If your screen glitches out like a VCR, then Jason's pretty much right on top of you. Stock removes all that. But I believe he slows down significantly too. Increased water speed, which means if you try to go in the water and swim away, you're fucked because he'll be on you. Grip strength, yeah, can't run. Not actually as big of a deal as you think, especially with, you know, some of his abilities like Shift. What I'm going to play, and it's not really for any reason other than it's one of the few with the machete. I do use Sense a lot. I like to have the extra grip strength because you get extra experience points if you can use the environment for kills. So I can walk over to like a fireplace and throw their head in or something like that to get a few experience. Water speed, again, I'm not too keen on, but there's a couple of times I've actually chased down the boat and intercepted it. So awesome. I do love traps. I could care less about not running. And I do use Shift a lot, but it's not a big deal. So if I play Jason, this is who I'm going to be. That is all of it. So you guys are now mostly familiar with the game. You'll get a much bigger handle of it once we start playing. So let's just jump in, huh? Babe. Hacky sack Jason. Jason with the hacky sack on his head. Oh, sweet.
What in the fuck is happening?
That radio tower I just ran by means the radio's in here, and I can't be a dummy. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. And then fortify the door. Before I do anything else, find the second door, which is probably right around the corner here. Yep. I'm safe for a while. Now I can make a radio call. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So now when someone dies, they'll come back as Tommy.
Hello? Oh God, help us. Jason's real. Please help us. Help! Help! Please, someone!
There we go. A little bit of good XP. Now time to try to find some shit. Oh, radio already. Nice. Anyone got a radio yet?
Yep, I always have one.
Already made the call to Tommy, but can't find anything else worth a damn.
Hi, well, someone's installing the battery, and we need gas, and I don't have keys.
Oh my God, get away from me! You nasty fuck!
I have now passing gas.
Sorry. He put the lights on, I can't see. Get away from me. I don't like you.
We
You're
just need
nasty.
keys.
You're nasty as fuck.
No.
Gotta go look for keys.
I don't know where the keys are.
Oh, you guys, car's full.
No, I'm coming, baby. I'm at the car, help me.
Yeah, well, not everybody's gonna make it.
I'm here.
If you don't get in, you're screwed. Leaving in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sorry.
You're a fat vegan.
Fuck you guys!
Good killer. You're a fat vegan. Get away.
You're fat.
I got the keys to your success.
You guys left me to die.
You're a fucking vegan.
I'm so sorry.
Major
man.
killer.
You guys left me to die.
Well, that's because I got here first.
Oh my God.
Whoops!
Yeah, I straight up murdered his ass. Oh my God, you just murdered some.
Who did you run over? You guys are dicks!
We're driving backwards. Give us a break.
I told you don't leave me. Even if you have to take my corpse, so be it.
There's still a buff.
No!
You're a fucking vegan.
No, fuck you.
Your mom
Dude,
smells
we're
like weed.
The Steelers trying. I give a props to that.
I'm shook with him. Jet Black, fuck you. I couldn't kill you last time.
I love you. I'm sorry. No, you got 3 more alive or 2 more. Tommy's here. Don't worry. It's Jet Black.
Gah!
because he's at us.
Why won't you fucking die?
Straight for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You bastard!
That's the lamest execution, dude.
Get it.
Fucking try hard, dude.
Fix it. I'm out of here.
Stop. Come on, stop.
Oh, I didn't know you were in. Sorry. Thought you were in. We gotta go.
Okay, go away, go. Oh,
Go in
fuck.
reverse, you're good. Go in reverse.
No.
I wasn't gonna be able to back up in time. Fuck off.
Get in the...
Go away.
Get the gold.
Ashe K Reaper betrayed.
Fuck you.
When I ran you over, it just said the left side of my screen, traitor. Minus 200x.
What I missed? What?
No. Fuck off.
Oh, damn.
Bastard.
We tried to go for the car. You guys tried to go for the car, didn't you?
Oh, fuck. Who is that? My god, I can't look.
Oh no, you got rid of him.
No, that was bad.
Dude,
The
he's not
animation's
ready.
too long.
Yeah, it's too long.
Come on. Nah.
Animation too
Well,
long.
nice
He
try.
crawled out. Try hard killer. So
This is what vegans do. We kill humans, not animals.
Fucking vegans, dude.
Next time I'll grab backwards, I promise.
But it's time to come home now.
He can hit the back of the car too, but honestly, if you run
panicked.
backwards, I don't know.
I did it.